What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Tuesday morning's Anfield Agenda news roundup. Not too much has happened since we last spoke, but there is enough to justify me coming on to talk to you again. We're going to be speaking about Rio Ngumoha and why he chose to leave Chelsea's academy to come across to Liverpool. We're going to be giving you confirmed news on a defender that Liverpool are absolutely interested in, and a couple of other bits and pieces along the way. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Now, because the Euro semi-finals are taking place today, Tuesday evening, and tomorrow, Wednesday, we're just going to stay away from live content for a couple of days. We're going to give you guys 12 o'clock videos, 10 o'clock videos, and 5 o'clock in the afternoon videos as well. We just don't want to interrupt everybody's viewing of the Euros. England taking on the Netherlands, and of course France and Spain as well. Liverpool have 6 players still involved, but some of them are going to have to go home because of the Netherlands taking on England. So let me know what you think is going to happen there as well. So look, I'm going to get straight into it. So Rio Ngumoha, this youngster that Fabrizio Romano broke the news, was going to be leaving Chelsea's academy to come across to Liverpool. This guy, by all accounts, is a superstar in the making, and Chelsea are furious that they're losing out. I don't know if this is a little bit of John W. Henry payback, perhaps, for what happened with Moise Caicedo. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I also don't hate the idea of it. But it does look as though this move is going to happen. Now, as I said, Fabrizio Romano broke the news yesterday, and we spoke last night in the late night agenda about the reaction from the Chelsea fan base. Really sad to see them losing, or they're really sad to lose such a promising young talent. Lewis Steele has given a little bit more information on this story, though. He said, if a deal is struck, Ngumoha will join on a scholar's contract, and he is said to be motivated by the pathway and opportunities on offer at Liverpool. Most notably, he looked on at Liverpool's youngsters being part of that League Cup winning final against Chelsea, and that doesn't go unnoticed. We said this before, Liverpool, like Dortmund and other clubs, have shown a pathway through and trust in those younger players, and Rio Ngumoha is said to have been won over by Liverpool's pathway and possibilities. Chelsea are also said, according to Lewis Steele, to be furious at the prospect of losing him. Can I say I'm not happy about it? Of course I'm happy about it. Anything that winds up opposition fans up is always a bonus. But also, I do want the best young promising talent at Liverpool, as well as, of course, the here and now. So, we will give you the definitive when that deal is done and dusted. But it does very much look like Rio Ngumoha will be leaving Chelsea's academy to come across to Liverpool. Another little note on this one is that Liverpool will be breaking their own wage structure for younger players just to make sure that we get this deal done. And by all accounts, he seems like a real talent for the future. Another few little updates, ladies and gentlemen, is that Thiago Alcantara has now officially been offered the opportunity to join Hansi Flick's coaching staff at Barcelona. He announced his retirement from club football the other day, and again, we just wish him all the very best with whatever he does do in the future. Maybe he comes back to Liverpool as a coach down the line, but it's no surprise to me that Barcelona have moved quickly to try and get his services in. You've probably seen a little message from Stefan Bajcetic thanking Thiago for all the lessons that he gave him, learning how to play that midfield position, and who better to learn it off than Mr. Thiago Alcantara. So, as we were on the stream late last night, a lot of people were asking about Liverpool's interest in Yilmaz of Turkey, and I didn't really know all that much about it, but with a little bit of research, we have been able to see that yes, there are indeed links to the Galatasaray winger Baris Yilmaz, probably best described as the blonde-haired guy who was doing lots of running against the Netherlands and in the Euros for Turkey, and a very good player by all accounts. But is he good enough for Liverpool? I actually don't know, and that's the honest truth. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've watched much of the Turkish Super League. I've only really seen Galatasaray when they were playing United in the Champions League, and they were impressive in all accounts. But yeah, I don't know if there's much truth to this one. There's no price tag or anything mentioned. We do know that Liverpool will be keeping an eye over young, attack-minded players. We've been linked with many a wide forward in this window. Johan Bakayoko, of course, Anthony Gordon, Nico Williams. Some of those have more weight than others, or some of the rumours have more truth to them than others. But this one I'm going to put in the I have not got a clue category, but would love to know your thoughts, particularly if there's any Turkish fans watching. Let us know how good this guy is, and would he be good enough to come in and play for Liverpool Football Club. I still think if we do move for a wide player in this window, most likely it's going to be Anthony Gordon, even though my own thoughts would be Nico Williams. Barcelona have now laid their cards down firmly on the table to say that they're interested in Nico Williams. And the good news from our perspective on that is it could mean that Lucho stays put, and I've always been fine about that. He is 27, in the prime of his career, on a relatively low wage at Liverpool, with 3 years or 2 years to go in his contract. So I've always been open to anything that happens there. If the player wanted to move on and somebody came with an offer that worked for Lucho and his family, you'd never want to stand in the way. But I also love the idea of Cody Gakpo and Lucho battling it out on that left side to see who starts for Arne Slot's team. And yeah, may the best man win, is all I really have to say on that one. But on Yilmaz, let us know your thoughts. Obviously, you get a little bit nervy when you see a player doing really well in an international tournament and your club suddenly being linked with them. But maybe he's been rocking it for a year. I don't know too much about the guy. On Lewis Steele again, just speaking about Rio Ngumoha's motivations, he said, most notably, a second string team of youngsters winning the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea last season. And a bit of a strange one to finish up with today, my friends. Actually, the second to last story, because I am going to finish with Ait-Nouri. Roberto Firmino has become a pastor in Brazil with his wife in the church that they founded together. And all I will say to Bobby is, look, like all former players, I wish him nothing but the best in his life, and I wish him nothing but happiness. So there we go, Bobby Firmino becoming a pastor in Brazil. If my memory's right, I think he was baptised, or maybe re-baptised by Alisson sometime around 2020, something like that. I've got a memory of it happening. Maybe you can fill me in if I'm right or wrong in the comment section. And to finish up today, confirmation that Liverpool do indeed hold an interest in Wolves fullback Rayan Ait-Nouri. On top of that, he does have a £38 million buyout clause and is represented by the Gestifute agency, an agency which Liverpool have very good relations with. Currently, we have Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota, who are represented by the Gestifute agency, but we have been linked with other players as well. João Neves is another name that came up who's represented by their agency. This piece here does say, though, that Liverpool are said to have prioritised finding an upgrade on Kostas Tsimikas, somebody who can come in and really battle with Andy Robertson for that left-back berth. And I think they found their man here in Rayan Ait-Nouri. Price tag is fine, age is fine. He is an Algerian international, which means when the AFCON comes around, we may lose him, of course, but it is part and parcel of modern day football. So for me, this is good news, and I hope that Liverpool do go through and follow this up with triggering that release clause, or at least coming to an agreement with Wolves on a transfer fee for the player. I think he'd do very well in a Liverpool shirt. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but again, feel free to let me know in the comment section. All that remains for me to remind you guys about is to just check out our Clips channel as well. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you can scan that QR code or just search Anfield Agenda Clips. I keep forgetting to mention that we have a Clips channel, that's my bad. It's closing in on 30,000 subscribers and we really would appreciate your support. Until then, best of luck to everybody who's watching and is invested in the Euro semi-finals, and I will catch up with you guys a little bit later on today with another news update. Thanks for watching, bye bye.